sometimes Microsoft is their own worst enemy, and Phil Spencer, I think, has to learn that little trick to where you kind of keep quiet and just don't say anything, because sometimes no news is good news, and a lot of times the speculation that comes out against Xbox is what causes these types of issues where people can just find things to hate on Xbox. Like, this type of thing is absolutely well known. You'd be an idiot to not realize that this was going to be something that is going to happen, and is probably going to happen relatively often here and there, because this is the nature of the beast. And I just wish that Phil would have maybe not come out and said this at this particular time, because guess what? We're at this time where everybody looks for things negative against Xbox, and this is something that will continue to happen in the future. It doesn't matter what it is. Like, I've never seen anything like it. If you ever wanted to know how bad things are and how biased things are against Xbox, look no further than Starfield, right? So the best thing that I can say about this is, have you played Outer Worlds? Outer Worlds is a fantastic game, but Outer Worlds isn't 1/5 of the game that Starfield is. I'm just being honest. It's not. I mean, they're kind of similar in that you're flying around, but it isn't 1/5 of that game, and I think that's an 88 rated game, right? And Starfield is an 84 rated game, and a lot of the reviews on Starfield are from people who are on social media, have come out against Xbox in the past, have hated on Xbox in the past for various reasons, or hated on Bethesda for various reasons. So it's a little bit weird to see, okay? And so when we look at this, I say, well, Phil, you're just giving people more reason to dislike you. So he's talking about Game Pass price increases, and he says it's inevitable. While discussing Game Pass, Xbox boss Phil Spencer explained that he thinks it's inevitable that we'll see the price go up again in the future. Now, he's not saying that he means like tomorrow or something, because it did just raise, but look at the prices of any service. They've all gone up at some particular point. So it seems we might see the cost for Xbox Game Pass go up again in the future, with Xbox's Phil Spencer commenting that he sees it as inevitable, quote unquote. First, we always want to give you options in how you build your library. You can subscribe to Game Pass and play, or you can purchase a game, according to Phil Spencer. Currently, millions of users have subscribed to Game Pass, and many of them are satisfied with using it. Although the main premise is to provide more value for gamers, the price is, I think, it is inevitable that it will rise in the future. We recently raised our prices once, but the decision was made after careful consideration. We believe it is important to provide services that are recognized as being sufficient value, even if prices are increased. Now, most recently, we saw Xbox game prices go up in August, with Game Pass subscription going from $9.99 a month to $10.99 a month, so $1. And of course, we saw $10.99 per month Ultimate subscriptions go up to $14.99 per month, the Ultimates, which were $14.99, are now $16.99. So, and we also saw a price increase of first-party games, with Starfield, Forza Motorsport, and Redfall priced at around $70. So we see them following suit with Sony and some other ones as well. I'll link this article, of course, so you can check it out and let me know what you think. For me personally, obviously we were going to see price increases at various times. It just makes sense. Inflation, look, it sucks. It really does, obviously. Clearly, I don't know what the big change was a few years ago, or maybe I do. And now, gas was like $2 and something a gallon. Now it's like almost $4 a gallon. Going to the grocery store, buying simple things is, incredibly expensive. Doing anything is expensive. You can't do anything without spending a ton of money right now. So it is crazy, and I think Microsoft, is trying to keep prices down as much as they can, but it is a business, so you have to expect that some of this stuff is going to crop up time and time again. Again, when you look at stuff like, I was just looking at my things because my payments come out for Hulu, which, I have the bundle or whatever with Disney and ESPN or whatever. It's like $21 a month. My Netflix now is like $21 or $22 a month. HBO Max, whatever that is, $16 a month. All this stuff, it costs money, and obviously it's raised significantly, and people are going to have to decide what they want to do with their own money and how they want to kind of deal with this. And I think that that's really up to each individual and what they have in terms of like cash flow and things like that. Game Pass to me is well worth it because there's so many different games in there. I can try things that I would have never tried before. Download games and just play them for fun or whatever. And I think that, at the end of the day, people are going to enjoy more games if they're subscribed to Game Pass, because you're going to have the opportunity to play more games. And I think that's like a very big thing for gaming, right? Like, I know people keep trying to spin Game Pass as some super negative, and I'm trying to wrap my head around how is that negative. I don't understand it, because for me, the ability to have access to hundreds of games for a low price is incredible. And as someone who has grown up in gaming since like the mid 80s, I would get a rented game from Blockbuster or whatever twice a month, and that would cost more than Game Pass costs for a month of hundreds of games to access. So I definitely don't see the hate for it, other than the fact that you have like people on the PlayStation side who realistically, I guess, are jealous and trying to play it off like they're not, which is a weird kind of flex to me, because of course, like, if somebody could go, because this is the argument that gets made, right? And this is the argument I see. Wouldn't you want PlayStation games, the first party, to go into their service day one? And people go, no, I wouldn't want that, because then the quality would suffer. So let's just throw that argument out the door. If there's no quality suffering, because why would there be, would you want that in day one? And people, no, I like to own my game. Well, no, nothing's stopping you from buying the game, but it would be in there day one as an option. Would you want that? No. I mean, everybody always comes up with these weird excuses, and it boggles my mind, because for me personally, it's like, who would want to deny a great deal or whatever? Like, I don't understand that thought process behind saying, no, I don't want better value or more games. Like, I don't understand that at all. It kind of is a little bit crazy, but this is the day and age we live in, folks. We are absolutely in this weird day and age where this type of stuff happens. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but anything could happen. And I think that it's going to be very interesting to see how people react to like some of these Game Pass games in the future. Like, they have really hit the ball out of the park recently, like in like Payday 3 and Exo Primal and Starfield, and then Forza Motorsport, and it looks like a bunch of Call of Duty games are about to drop into Game Pass. Like, it's honestly the best value in gaming. So we'll continue to see what happens, though. Let me know what you think. I'll link it. Check it out. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews. Thanks for watching. Crap Gamer out.